You know, as much as I support their fight against the BBC, and I really do, you can't tar everything with the woke brush. You just can't. Hi, it's me again, and a couple of you sent me this story. I missed this one. It didn't pop up in any of the email alerts or anything I have. It's on GB News. That may be why. Maybe Google alerts don't like GB News. I wouldn't be surprised. Look at the headline, look. Woke BBC set to cancel racing tips from flagship Radio 4 programme after nearly 50 years, in case they encourage gambling. So weak. Now, I know it's GB News' favourite word, woke, isn't it? It's every story they have, it's woke this, woke that, woke this. Can you tar that one with the woke brush? I mean, do people really care? Do people listening to Radio 4 listen to Radio 4 just for racing tips? I bet there's not many. I bet there's not many. All of that stuff goes on online now, doesn't it? And a lot of the betting companies online give you tips here and all right, it's a bit biased, obviously, but more so than the BBC. I don't know, but all of this stuff is online now, isn't it? Do people really listen to Radio 4 because they want to hear horse racing tips? I can't see it. I don't listen to Radio 4 and I don't gamble on the old GGs, to be honest. So it's not really my sphere. But if you're out there and you ever listen to Radio 4 recently to get racing tips, let me know in the comments below, because I just don't see it. It's all done on Tinternet now, isn't it? So I don't think it's woke that they've removed it. It might just be freeing up a bit of space to talk about something else in there. Although they do have to have a lot of filler on Radio 4, obviously. But not everything can be called woke. You know, not everything can. Executives at the corporation are believed to feel the old-fashioned tips, which have been a key part of the show for 46 years, have no place on modern radio and could encourage gambling. But the idea has been dismissed as massively disappointing by one BBC racing legend who blasted the broadcaster. Former BBC racing correspondent Cornelius Lysite said, "At a time when racing's media profile has been eroded and racecourse attendances have been falling, this is another kick in the teeth for the sport." Well, there you go. You just answered my question for me. You just said there, look, racecourse attendances have been falling and racing's media profile has been eroding. Less people are caring about betting on the GGs. And BBC have picked up on that and decided, oh, well, no one's listening to it. Won't bother talking about it anymore. And I've never heard it on it. And apparently it's quite an important thing and quite a big part of the show. Things change. Things move on. Is it woke? No. How do you know that the producer of the show, you know, they might have had a family member who had a gambling problem and they don't want to encourage it in the world? Is that woke? Or is that, you know, trying to pass on a bit? I don't know. People are going to gamble on the GGs whether they listen to the tips on Radio 4 or not. So it makes no difference. I don't know. I don't know, GB News. You can't use that word for every single article, can you? Anything related to gambling clearly prompts debate at the moment, and rightly so. But the tips are just a bit of fun rather than serious advice to bet, and to suggest otherwise would be misunderstanding them. Maybe I'm misunderstanding them then because I haven't heard them, but to me, if you're giving out tips about horses, people might go and gamble on those horses, and they're free to do so. I have bet on horses, but I like going to the races. I do quite enjoy going to the races. I don't win nothing, but I don't bet a lot anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, if I was one of those people that like to go to the bookies every day, would missing this on Radio 4 stop me going to the bookies? No. So they're just changing their lineup. You're better than this, GB News. You're better than this. You put out some good stuff, GB News, but I don't know. I don't see this as woke. I don't. I'm sorry. Do you see this as a woke thing? I mean, I've told you what I think about it. They're just changing their scheduling. People are less interested in horse racing. Why talk about it? That's all it is, isn't it? You know, they're a media organisation. If people don't care too much about that bit, they've got to move on and find something else that people are interested in to talk about. So I see it. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about it. And do you bet on the GGs? Have you had a big win? Let me know about that. I'm always interested to hear. I've got a few mates that were quite into it, and they won a few quid ones. Well, they lost more than what they won over the course of time. So, you know, I'm not a big one on gambling, to be honest. I work too hard for my money to give it away on a gamble. I don't know. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da!